Hello and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are well and enjoying your day, wherever you're up to. Right, as you can see, we are now going to be doing the Nissan Skyline, and I've got something kind of special lined up for this and this Evo over here. I'm going to put them on a head-to-head, so you're not going to see me doing any sort of like dyno testing on any of these two, not until we've raced them both. What I might do is, for both gearboxes, I might put in a custom gearbox for both. Obviously I'm going to put them where applicable. I'm going to be putting performance parts on them. But not going to make them completely full out racing or performance car, if you know what I mean. Let's have a look. I bought this as a barn find, and let's see, some of the parts look alright. I've done a quick perusal. Let's just do this search over here, and it gives us an idea of what's going on with it. Oh, I've just upgraded. I know I've got a box in my warehouse I need to open. I might do that in a minute. I might just leave that off screen. There we go. Don't know if I can examine that. No, I can't. Examine the drive shaft. I can get my dyno, my little scan tool out on it. That'll soon give me some more ideas of what's going on. This is cheating, a lot of people would say, and I would agree. You can't. Well, you can look at something and. But you'd have to actually physically look at it, not just look at it from afar. Anyway, let's go back to normal mode. And let's get my scan tool on there. See what it comes up. Reference to other bits that the initial scan may have missed. Okay, some of that doesn't look too bad. Do that. I know this. I think this doesn't have any oil in it or a battery in it, so we can't actually do a compression test. I could just put a battery in it. Actually, it may start on on just a battery, but I suspect it's probably going to be a poor compression, if anything, judging by the rest of the engine. I'm going to be ripping it out and taking all the bits anyway. So let's see what happens if I try and do a compression. Yeah, engine's not even complete, so I'm not even going to worry trying to do that. So, first things first, let's actually see what colour this is, see what that's done for the value-wise. Probably not a great deal. Yeah, no, it's even worse than it was before. Let's pull her out, and let's take her to the wash bay first. Get this dirty, horrible dust off it. Actually, that's pretty nice in that colour, and the body doesn't look too bad. You're only going to need a little bit of TLC to fix this. I think a lot of that's going to end up going back on, you know. Let's put it back onto ramp 2 and let's start tearing bits off it. I like that colour. I think I might keep that colour. It kind of suits it. It's not a generic blue, and it's not a sort of like really garish colour which really jumps out at you. It's kind of a subtle, nice colour. I quite like it. I like it a lot. Let's take these bits and pieces out. See, some of that seating's actually in good nick, and that may end up going back in there, because you know what my preferences are. I need to put it on a ramp. If it's in good nick and it's in good enough nick to go back onto the car, then it's going back on the car. If it looks terrible and makes the rest of the car look terrible, then it's coming off. We'll start this way first. As for aspects to performance brakes, I don't think it makes a great deal of difference. In real life, all it's going to do is make it stop quicker. Now, depending on what sort of brakes you go for, if you're ever thinking about modifying your own brakes, one thing you need to bear in mind, if you get a lower end performance, they're not good until they get warm. They don't have to be red hot, but they're not very good until they get warm. The brake pads need to warm up, and the discs need to get a bit of warmth into them. The top end ones, it's not so crucial, but they do work better when they've actually got some heat in them. It'd be completely different to when if you're oh, won't let me take that out. Okay, take this off first. So completely different to a stock set of brakes. But if they're really cold, they're not going to be as effective straight away like a conventional set of discs and pads. You may even find that they need a little bit of time just to warm up a bit. And a lot of kids have got caught out that way. They thought, oh yeah, I've got these super brakes now. And it turns out that they haven't warmed them up, and they go ploughing down the road thinking that they're going to stop in time, and then they run straight into the back of someone else, into a wall, or something worse. So it's something you need to bear in mind. I'd say get a feel for them if you put a new set of brakes on and discs on. Don't go herring around thinking you're going to be a lot more stoppable than you were. Get a good feel for them. Go around a bit. Just take it easy. See what happens as they get warmer. And then go, right, okay, yeah, I know now that it needs to get to this sort of temperature. Well, they need to be... Brand new brakes and pads won't be fully effective straight away anyway. They need a few cycles before they bed in. Even on conventional discs, you know, you've got to break them in and bed them in a bit. They won't be up to 100% straight away, but even once broken in, they should start. They should be okay, and then as they get more and more, deteriorate more and more, they deteriorate more and more. But with performance discs and pads, you find it starts off better than a conventional, obviously, but when cold, about the same, if not worse than a conventional. And as they get hot or warm up, they get a lot better. Some of them can be so good that usually you put your foot on the brake, it literally tears your face off if you brake hard. That can stay as it is. I'm probably going to need to get the oil drainer over here to drain any oil, if any, in there out of that. Yeah, I've got something special for these two cars. I found a mod map. I won't show you it until we do the head-to-head. And that head-to-head would be probably its own little short video on its own. So just bear that in mind. Some of you guys go, oh, don't leave it a cliffhanger, but we'll restore this one. Get it working. I won't dyno test it, not on screen, and I won't dyno test it until actually we've run them both and driven them both. And I'll set them for a standard sort of like benchmark, nothing too stupid, like sort of like 500 mph or kmh. Although saying that, 500 kmh is roughly about 250 miles an hour. Which, yeah, that's quite high. You don't want it necessarily overly long, because otherwise when it gets to final gear it'll just be really slow. $300 kmh sounds about right. That's going to be like what, 125 miles an hour. Again, that seems a bit less. So I may 350 maybe. We'll have to have a play. Get a sweet spot for them both. Because you just, like I said, you don't want to make a gear too long, because if you do, as it gets into that final gear, the engine will just bottom out and it'll take forever to climb up and get back to top speed. You actually start slowing down before you speed up again, because the only thing that's pushing it along is momentum. Come on, come. I may put some racing slicks on these, or at least some good heavy duty sports tyres, just to give it a bit more grip to put to the ground. Again, slicks are fine as long as they're warm, but if they're not warm, then they're no grip whatsoever. Let's bring Sally down. See, that isn't a mad nick, that cover. It didn't look that bad. According to that diagnostic, it was quite bad, so I'm going to have to replace them. I don't think you can repair them. I know you can't repair electrics. And again, anything that's over like a usable will go back into said car. I don't think none of the fuses will. It's just not worth the time and the effort. Right, Sally, go back up again. And I need to get the oil drainer. Now I can move that over to ramp 2. Move oil drainer to ramp 2. It's going to be a bit like a kung fu fighting style oriental face off between these two. Because they both come from the same similar part of the world, so it'd be interesting to see. Most people are sitting there go, well, it's going to be the Skyline. It's going to beat the Evo hands down, but we don't know. We don't know for sure. That can stay. Actually, I'm going to put that back because I'm not needing it right now. I'm going to put the engine on the stand. There's a lot of unknown variants of that. I don't know if I'm going to spray it either. I may do. Let's see if the brake discs did make it. So did the calipers, which is good. Oops, missed. No Christmas music today. I changed the radio station to a bit more, I'd say it's techno, trance techno. I don't mind a bit of trance and techno. It's kind of chill house as well a bit. I used to like a bit of drum and bass back in the day when I was a youngster, and I still like a bit of trance now. I actually quite like trance quite a lot. And dance music. Funny thing about music, it always, if you're in a real bad mood, if you or sad mood and you listen to sad music, I think it makes you worse. It doesn't make you better. Oh, and I broke that as well. I'm gonna have to replace it. Oh, they can't have them all, Kev. God, there's a lot of parts to repair. Oh, I broke that bit. Hang on, let me get that other disc on. While I'm doing this. Missed. Oh, you can repair the base, and you can repair the fuse box. Is good. Did I play out the brake caliper module? I don't know if I can't remember if I did or not. Pretty sure I did. Let me just run over there and have a look. I did. No, I didn't. It's still in there. So that can come out. I don't know if that's repairable. I doubt they are, but you never know. Have a quick look. No, didn't think so. Get the body panels fixed up and right then. These should be relatively good to fix. I'll do the tyres in this off screen, I think. I'll separate them now. Actually, I won't. I've only got one more disc to throw on. Let's see if I can quickly separate them. See if they're salvageable. Right. I think that's it. Yep. Let's try fixing up those wheels quickly. Two of them are too badly, or if I separated them all? Just double check. Yeah, I have. Two of them are too badly damaged to stick back on car, so it's 50-50 now. Do I stick... Let's stick what we can on here first. See, that didn't make it. Right, okay. That won't be repairable. The fuel tank, again, is not in bad nick. I'm going to stick that back on. I know it's over 50%, and it's still usable as a tank, so it's going back in. If it was rotten, then yeah, I'd stick it in. I wouldn't stick it in, but it looks fairly clean to me. Yeah, it will give it a lesser value, but it saves on cost on the parts as well. That's all back together. Of course, the exhaust system, I will probably make it a tuning or performance exhaust system, just to give it a fair chance. Although, if the manifolds make it, it's not going to. It's only going to benefit a little bit. I may stick a set of manifolds in, performance manifolds, just because otherwise it seems stupid. Otherwise, having a custom exhaust, not or a performance exhaust, and not having a performance manifold to go with it. I'll have a think about that off screen. Come on, over there. I want to go over there, please. Okay, it's in already. The Kate bushing's in. Right, that made it. Cool. One didn't make it by those things. Brake discs made it. Pads. I'm going to stick new pads in. I know they're 50%, but why? Ooh, I'm running low on Kate bushings. Let's go and get some, shall we? Suspension. I'd go through them like nobody's business. It really means I'm running out of small Kate bushings as well, I suspect. I know I could have used the 50% ones, but they could have gone back in the car, but again. Why stick a rotten, well not rotten, but a tired bushing back into a wishbone? You don't really need to. Or reconditioned wishbone, I should say. That didn't make it, so we can't put that back on yet, although we can put the other bits and pieces that are attached to it back on, but not until we get that part. Same as the over here. So let's start putting body parts back on, and we'll see how much it's worth in its current state. So that's 100%. That's 100%. See how much the headlights are. I'm going to stick them back on because they're 84%, and that's 85%. So they're fairly still new. It saves money again, splashing out. See, that's 83%. I'm sticking that back on. Same with that. That's fairly new. Still good nick. That's still good. That's a bit borderline, but still goodish. It's not like filthy dirty. Same with the lights. They're all quite good. Same with number plates. Might as well leave them on. See how much? Oh, still got door to go on the side. Window again's good nick. That's restored. That's in good nick. It's not in bad shape. It's not a full resto, but let's see. How much is it worth now? I've got. Actually, I didn't weld the. No, I know you shouldn't do this. Move this over to. Just to clean it up a bit. It doesn't necessarily need it, but as we've got the tools. There we go. See, my body's suffering a little bit, but not a great deal. Parts, obviously, 9% because we've not put them all back in. Interior is missing, so again. Right, I'll leave it at that as an episode. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed episode 1 of 2 of this. Please feel free to smash the like if you did like this. If you didn't like this for any reason at all, please feel free to dislike. Please leave comments down below either way, so then at least I can try to improve you in future videos. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot. I don't mind just sharing. And if you're new to my channel to receive future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so then you're aware as soon as I upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.